things are coming to an end for this round of our little project, this stage in our case. So this might be an opportune moment to ask ourselves where we're going with this. What is the next step? Things are being made already, using what I've discussed in these episodes. The first pieces of the puzzle are being put together. The role-playing game is almost done. The book will surely follow. Then, audiobook, comic, movie, game. It's all detailed in the individual episodes about those kinds of media in a fictional universe. But what is on the horizon beyond that? None of these products, so to speak, none of these tangible results of all the ideas will be all too impressive. I mentioned it already. This is the first generation. This is simple. This is foundation. This is not the big flashy stuff that comes later. This is a core of the universe, core of the fictional Culinary Academy universe. All it needs to do is work. All it needs to do is be coherent and be interesting. And it soon will be. It needs to be more than just an idea. It needs to solidify. But then, once that is done, what is the next step? I kind of mentioned it when talking about how far you can push a fictional universe. But the next step is to push that envelope, make it more complex, make it broader, more detail. The second generation will come in a short time. I'll do the whole thing over again, using what I already have at my disposal, what I've already produced from the things I've talked about here. I'll use the first generation to build the next. That means a more complicated world, more in-depth Bible, meaning more in-depth, more detailed role-playing game. First of all, that is our guidebook to what the fictional universe can contain. After all, it will mean a new story to explore these things, to explore the new ways of telling stories. The whole burger model of storytelling can be expanded in many directions, in many ways, and that is something I will do. How to tell more complex stories. And once that is settled in, I will have to tell a more complex story. The one that we've already seen blossom here, the one about spice monsters and getting your paperwork done. It will look childishly simple for some time, but when better tools are made, it can be remade into a better version of itself, and it will. I haven't decided if that's going to happen right away or if it's going to take some time. But for the second generation, there will be new tools needed. Not just the storytelling part, but also the actual visual part. Better graphics for the video and the game, and for that matter, for the comic where it starts. I'll be using simple stuff this time around. Next time around, less simplicity, more detail. So where will that take us? It'll take us deeper into the islands, it'll take us deeper into the background setting of the Culinary Academy, but will also take us deeper into the ideas surrounding storytelling. Why do we tell ourselves various kinds of stories? Why this story? Why not that story? Why is this interesting? Why is that not? We'll have to ask more detailed questions about ourselves as we ask more detailed questions about the stories we tell. That's just the way it works. If you want to understand how to do something, you need to understand why we do it in the first place. It's a bit fuzzy-wuzzy, it's a bit wishy-washy. It's not as concrete as some of the things I've gone through here. It's not listing a style or a genre. It's not structuring a story. Growth is chaotic. This will be too. But in a few weeks, the second generation will be started up, and everything will change, everything will expand. That is the core of the plan. Take everything we have now and build upon that. That is how generations work. We create something, and then we build something more complex on the lessons we've learned. I hope that you'll join me on that journey when it happens. Thank you for having joined me on this one.